I hate to be the harbinger of bad news, but it turns out that Mayans MC's 5th season will be the last you'll see of the Mayans Motorcycle Club. Yes, you heard that right. The Sons of Anarchy spin-off on FX is coming to a close. The FX Content and Productions chairman, John Landgraf, confirmed this himself at the Television Critics Association's Winter 2023 press tour.
Is there something you want to say to me?
You know who killed the Aztecs, bro?
No fucking Cortez.
Yeah, everyone says you're real smart.
Speaking of, co-creator Elgin James has publicly admitted that he has a clear vision of what the finale must look like. And if memory serves right, during the red carpet premiere of Season 4, he told Variety how he knows the last shot. He also explained how they needed another installment because the said shot didn't factor so well into the 4th one. Now, while Elgin and Kurt Sutter know the 5th season like the back of their hands, you probably don't. On that note, here is everything that you need to know about the upcoming season, starting with the most important part of the spin-off, the plot.
I don't even recognize this club anymore. Why in the hell are all these guys still around? What do you think Kancha's digging for?
Did I not make myself fucking clear?
Admit it or not, Emilio Rivera's Marcus Alvarez has had several jaw-dropping scenes in the franchise. The season finale was another such moment for the character because we saw Easy Reyes usurp his role as the big man. Now as a result, it doesn't take a genius to guess that he'll be taking the reins in the next installment. And while we don't have an official synopsis as of yet, it's obvious that a war with the Sons of Anarchy awaits us. This mention of the official synopsis reminds me that FX's president of original programming, Nick Rad, also shed some light on what's in store for us. He revealed that after powering through 4 intense seasons, come season 5, the gang will have to fight for its survival under Reyes' newly claimed leadership. Basically, it'll mostly be a test of Ezekiel's leadership qualities. That said, let's find out if he'll be initiating any new members.
Forget the past, and you're doomed to repeat it.
Santillana.
Well, to be honest, it doesn't seem very likely. I did a deep search and it didn't bring up any new names. But on the bright side, Pardo and fellow cast members Sarah Bolger, Danny Pino, and Clayton Cardenas have all verified their returns. Not just that, while speaking to TV Insider, they also teased what's to come for the characters in the next season. Sarah, for example, expressed how following EZ and Angel's intense showdown, there was a palpable shift in the show's tone. She believes that not only did it impact the brothers' dynamic, but every other dynamic in the story as well. The Emily Galindo actress also talked about how devastating it was for her character to lose her child and sister as well. She feels that we might see a drastic shift in Emily's persona in the upcoming installment for this very reason. Cardenas, meanwhile, explained how his character is now envisioning a life outside of Mayans MC. As for my Johnny El Coco Cruz fans, you all know that he didn't make it out of the last season alive. Forgive me for rubbing salt into your wounds, but I've got to remind people how the Richard Cabral character was gunned down by Sons of Anarchy. So unless there are flashbacks, you won't be seeing much of Cabral. But hey, cheer up, we've so much more to look forward to. Now, in case you're worried you'll have to wait far too long to watch these developments on your screens, think again. Turns out that filming is underway. From what I know, back in December of 2022, the official Twitter account said something about production starting on the latest batch of episodes.
It's the syphilis your mom gave me. She's got me looking like the Elephant Man.
Thanks for making it. Ray and Jacob are gonna be so happy to see you. Everybody's already out back.
Based on this announcement, fans think that the final season will come out in spring of this year. They might also be judging off the fact that the show's constantly released a season each year since its debut in 2018. However, there's never really been a pattern to the release dates. For instance, the first 2 sets of episodes started in their respective years, but season 3 and 4, on the other hand, arrived in spring. While we're still on the subject of arrivals and release dates, let me get one more bad news out of the way. We don't have a trailer yet. By this time, you're all probably aware that FX drops teasers only a month ahead of the release. And since there's no release date for season 5, there's no trailer either. Now there, don't look so disappointed. You can always while the time away by binging the previous seasons. That way, you'll have a much clearer picture of the chain of events.
Hey. I just wanted to thank you for tonight, for sharing. It was really beautiful.
On that note, here's how you can watch them. Well, I finally got some news for you. Luckily, fans on either side of the Atlantic can stream the show on a variety of platforms. Now, those of you who are based in the US, head straight to Hulu. It's also got the entire run of Sons of Anarchy in case you've had your fill of Mayans MC for now. As for UK residents, you can catch it on Sky Go, BBC iPlayer, as well as Disney+. Apart from these platforms, entire seasons and individual episodes are available for purchase on several VOD platforms as well. These include, but aren't limited to, Google Play, YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and Vudu.
What could we possibly need to talk about, Easy? You know, this whole VP thing. I didn't ask for it. I wouldn't do that to you. It's all good.
Now, if you're on the lookout for new shows, but still don't want to stray too far from the Mayans MC style, here's a few similar shows that you can check out. To begin with, I'd recommend that you watch Banshee. Starring Anthony Starr of The Boys fame, the show follows an ex-con and master thief, Lucas Hood. Hood, in order to evade his hurtful past, begins masquerading as the sheriff of Banshee, Pennsylvania. But keeping his new identity proves to be a huge challenge because the gangsters he betrayed in his early years are all breathing down his neck.
I'll go see Arno. You stay here with the Hitler Youth.
If cons undercover aren't your thing, then you could always check out Hell on Wheels. While it may be a western, its gritty storylines are all quite reminiscent of Mayans MC. It's basically premised on Colin Bohannon, a Confederate soldier on a mission to avenge his annihilated family. As a result, the show touches on subjects like greed and the perils of power. One more admirable thing about the show is the attention to detail to depict an accurate picture of the post-Civil War period. For those of you who can't stomach westerns either, try Narcos if you haven't already. It's similar to Mayans MC because it too focuses on drug trades. A little more heavily, agreed, but come on, you can't expect to find a carbon copy of your favorite show, can you? Anyway, this popular Netflix series traces Pablo Escobar's ascent to power. Set in the late 70s and early 80s, it explains how he became the wealthiest criminal in history. Moving on, I've got a recommendation that is itself a spin-off. I'm talking about none other than Better Call Saul. Now, before you come for me in the comments, I'm aware the Breaking Bad spin-off has a heightened comedic aspect, but apart from that, it's got all the trademark features of Mayans MC. This is all thanks to the titular character, Saul Goodman. And trust me when I say that his last name is the only good he's capable of. Brimming with huge ambitions and possessing a skewed sense of morality, this small-time lawyer ends up in several murky situations. Speaking of murky situations, there's a Kurt Sutter show which comes quite close to Better Call Saul. It's called The Shield. And a lot like our lawman from before, its main lead, Vic Mackey, is an overzealous detective who will stop at nothing to bring criminals to justice.
Was that homie from upstate earlier? By the trailer?
JJ? Yeah.
Thought it looked like him.
So there you have it. This was everything you needed to know about the upcoming season of Mayans MC and more.